This is about last year, 2 to 3 months into my first time to ever work with Moldavite, right? I've never worked with this crystal energy. I know nothing about crystal energy, but I just knew the stone was very powerful, and I wanted to get one to see like, what can a stone possibly do? So here I am. I was like so excited getting it. I made it into this wire wrap necklace, and so I had it on me, and within a matter of 2 to 3 months, so much surfaced in my life. We're talking about career, financial, family, friendship, like all that came gushing in all at once, to the point where I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on, right? I'm joking about it now, but I cried so much during those times because I had no idea what was going on, and I thought it was like something wrong with me. Like, what am I doing wrong? And so the only thing that I can kind of piece together is like, maybe it's a stone, right? I know it's a stone of transformation. Maybe I need a break from it. So that night before I went to bed, I took off my necklace, I put it on the table down in the corner of my room, and I went to bed. All of a sudden, all these negative thoughts came gushing through. It was like, what are you doing? You're not good enough. You don't know what you're talking about, right? Go get a job, or go, like, you're ruining your life. It's like all this stuff came gushing through my thoughts, my energy field. Like something is in the energy field that I feel like I'm picking up. And for me, I felt like these are not my thoughts. Like, I'm usually not that negative. And so I got back up, I put that necklace back on, and I laid back down. And that's when it stopped. The thoughts stopped. And that was the first moment I came to realize that I feel like there's something here in these stones that's protecting me, shielding me from this energetic field around me, right? So I don't know if it's true for you. I don't know if anybody that experienced this, but that has been my own experience. And I've started to piece together all the pieces of the puzzle on how this crystal energy works. So today's episode, I'm going to go over 3 ways that I managed to protect myself from these negative energies around me. So let's cut to the chase. Tammy Doe, let's go.
Audio Jungle.
So the first way that I've realized how to clean up the negative energies around me is sage and Palo Santo. There's something in these plants, right? These sacred plants, that the smoke is releasing all the negative energies. As these are the spirits of the plants. They're coming down and releasing and guiding the negative energies or the negative spirits out into the sunlight. And so before I do a deep meditation, right, once in a while I would sage the entire house and sage the entire room. And because remember, our chakras are constantly spinning vortexes up and down our body, so we're constantly sending and receiving information. So every time when I do meditate, I want to make sure that my entire room is saged, clean, and those thoughts coming through I know are my thoughts and not any other thoughts around me, right? Palo Santo is another way too. It's something about the smoke of the plants. That's what I realized. Like sometimes in these temples I would smell this sage smell, and it kind of made me wonder, like, okay, why are these temples, and even at church, my church, sometimes they do this vapor. I don't know what kind of plant it is, but it kind of smells like sage, right? So why is church and temple using these sacred plants to cleanse the area? That's one way I know how to clean up the energy around me, so that the thoughts that you're downloading, the thoughts that you're picking up are clearly your thoughts. The second way that I know how to clean up the negative energy is sound. Using sound to blast open our chakra, because each energy, each emotion carries their own vibration, their energy. So if your chakras are, it's like, imagine a stream of water, right? And it comes from the bottom chakra up, and so it's spinning in opposite directions, up and down your spine. And if you have all these negative thoughts, these traumas, these different experiences in your life, right? Imagine every time something traumatic happens, you hold your breath. Imagine what you go through breath-wise, right? You stop, like in shock, right? That creates some kind of blockage in the chakra system, in your body, because breath is very important as well. Breath, energy, the flow of energy. So now you're adding these little gunks of trauma, negative events in your life that's blocking up the stream. So typically the first 3 chakras, which is your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, which deals with grounding, financial. Second one's relationship, desires. The third one, solar plexus, is ego and self-esteem, right? Most of the time energies are being blocked within this first 3 centers. And imagine like the stream trying to go up, and there's gunks of negative events, negative experiences being blocked for you to actually, all the energy to go up, for you to tap into your higher chakras. And so sound, what I realize is sound. So when you go to like a crystal shop, I don't know about your crystal shop, but when I go to my crystal shop, they would do this, right? I just want you to stay still, quiet, and then listen to this sound. If you listen to it all the way through, the sound of the bell is going directly deeper and deeper into each chakra. It's kind of like a wake-up call, I feel like. It's going deep into all the different dimensions, because we're all dimensional beings, right? It's going through all different dimensions, telling you to wake up. And 2, this little sound bowl. Right? If you have any of these tools, use it. Use it to clean the crystals. You can use sage to clean the crystals too. But imagine, like, if you pay attention, why are these large temples have these huge gongs and these huge bells that they're hitting the bell? Even churches have this huge bell, and before prayers they would hit on the bell. Why is that? Could it be that it's releasing all the negative gunks in our chakras so that we can hear clearly, kind of wake us up, guide us down the right path? Just a thought. So, number 3, how to protect yourself from negative energies is crystals. Crystal has their own vibration. So I'll give you an example. Different colors have different vibration, right? This is scientifically backed up, because when something about the sunlight hitting our retina, it's these vibrations of the colors is how we see the colors. So that's one point to remember. Now, second is crystals. I saw someone did an experiment where they put 2 plants, one with a crystal and one without a crystal. Now, over a period of time, the plant with the crystal ended up growing faster. Why is that, right? Could it be that just like a magnifying glass, or maybe there's something in this crystal that when the sun hits it, penetrates the crystal, magnifying, amplifying it to make the plant grow faster? So now you have 2 points that you want to piece together. 1, colors have their own vibration. The crystal, depending on the crystal, there you go, you got a crystal like Moldavite attached with that color. Now the sun is amplifying it. Boom. Could it be that our body, depending on the sunlight or the moonlight, is helping us grow faster? And not only that, why does each chakra correlate with a different color, right? The root chakra is red, sacral is orange, solar plexus is yellow, and heart is green, throat is light blue, third eye is indigo, crown is purple. Could it be that depending on what crystal we're wearing, it helps amplify that chakra, keeping us constant in that vibration? And one time I was doing this, like I held a pendulum of the Moldavite on top of my friend who wanted to see, like, okay, is this chakra thing real? Like, if my chakras are blocked, like, I want to see it, which one's blocked or not. And so I did the pendulum over each one of her chakra. And I noticed the one that was like the most open, right? Everyone's chakras are open. It's just a matter of fact that if they're blocked or not, or if they're spinning really low, or if they're spinning really big. And so I noticed her stomach chakra was spinning pretty big, and her crown chakra was spinning pretty big. And then it clicked. I noticed on her, the bracelet she was wearing, the two that she got from me, was a tiger eye and a amethyst, which both correlates. Tiger eye correlates with your solar plexus, and the crown chakra correlates with amethyst. And I'm like, that's it. The crystal is helping the vibrational of each person, raising their vibration. So that has just been what I managed to piece together, crystals. And what is so fascinating about Moldavite, so here's the thing. Why I am so passionate about Moldavite, not because I know all there is to know about Moldavite, but this has been my own personal experience, and what I managed to piece together is, okay, if each of our chakra correlates with a color, and each crystal, depending on their color, it helps amplify and keep each chakra vibrationally stable, then how does Moldavite come into play? Well, first of all, Moldavite is the outcome of a meteorite hitting the earth. This energy is not even on this earthly plane, right? Because it originated from this meteorite. And so when we are wearing our Moldavite, it's colored green. Green correlates with the color of the heart chakra. So now you got this radioactive, actually, that's what I feel like, this energy from the stone, tektite, if you want to be scientific. It's helping shield whatever's around us. Remember, all the other colors are on this earthly realm. All these different stones are on this earthly plane. Well, Moldavite is not from Earth, basically. If it is, it's probably like the higher atmosphere. So all the energies in our body has to adapt to a higher frequency. So whenever we're wearing it, all the other chakras has no choice but to blast open. And that, I feel like, is the reason why so much came up for me within the first couple months of wearing this, where I had to deal with these blockages, these emotions in my body. And it hasn't been the easiest of a journey. And I realized that as these things come up, I need to face them. I need to release them, either through dealing with the person themselves, dealing with myself emotionally. And as I start releasing it, and as I go down this path of being vegetarian, I just feel so much clearer on my path. Like, I know exactly what I needed to do. And this is very, very cool how it pieced together. And if it resonates with you, go for it. I don't know. This is just my thought of why Moldavite is so powerful. Remember when I mentioned water is ice, water, liquid? We are too. When we go to sleep, when we sweat, like, we can also be vapor, right? So if we are adapting to the energy of the Moldavite, and the Moldavite is like way up there originated, could it be that it's raising our consciousness to that higher level? So how I interpret it is it's kind of like a maze. I'm down here going through this journey on this maze, and my consciousness is like way up there. That's why when people have a Moldavite, they said they feel very spacey. And I do get that too, because I have so much Moldavite now that as I'm starting to work with it, it's kind of like my higher self is telling me, Tammy, like, go this path, meet this person, go here, do this. Even though down here, I'm in this maze, I have no idea what's going on. But up here, when my conscience is raised to the energy of the stone, I'm looking down, I know exactly where I need to go to escape this maze, this matrix. So my body is just a vehicle. I just need to follow it. I don't know if it makes sense for you, but the Moldavite definitely helped me really see the things from up here looking down. And do be careful, because working with so much Moldavite or having a piece of Moldavite on you, I constantly need to ground myself, right? Having grounding crystals, being out in nature, and like walking barefoot. I even have a grounding mat. And so I hope that makes sense. So wrapping up this video, I'm back. I actually got new inventory. I am actually making these Moldavite pendants. Like, this is originally what I started with, was a piece of Moldavite, putting it as a pendant, constantly having it on my body around my heart chakra. So that way that I'm constantly tuned in, right? I can sell you a piece of Moldavite, but what good does it do if you're not going to carry it around? If you don't have it in your pocket, you're going to lose it. And so I just want everyone to have the opportunity to get tuned in with the stones. And so information in the bio below. Other than that, the raffle is still going on to October 1st for one of the activated Modavites I had that I brought to Father Budip's temple. Other than that, let me know what you want to hear on the next episode, how crystal energies work, or whatever topic you think of. Let me know in the bio below, and I'll see you guys. Hopefully I'll make one more video this week, but that's all I have for you guys. Timmy Doe, signing off.